What kind of legacy are we to leave for the coming generation? Yes, I hope to see a better life, but it's an imagination. They talk about democracy, me look around, all I just see is hypocrisy. The dialogue is turning to a fallacy, the ghetto use ambition, not turning to a fantasy. From long time when we grow, everybody knows this is the bread basket. But right now we carry what's in the basket.
Is this the land we cry for? We die for. Sadado. Is this the land we cry for? We die for. Sadado.
C'est ma bread. 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 C'est ma bread.
If the world is a stage, then this pain is a cage. Aren't you tired of lying one angle? You're smiling through all of your rage. So listen to me softly. Time to rise up, my family. What you thinking? Did you miss me? Sing it for me. This the land that we died for. We cried for. Da-da-da. Is this the land we cried for? We died for. Da-da-da. Is this the land we cried for? We died for. Da-da-da.
C'est ma bread. C'est ma bread. C'est ma bread. C'est ma bread. C'est ma bread.
Good morning, Zimbabwe. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. You are live on Change Radio and Zimai, and also on the Change Radio itself. This is a Change Radio special programs, current program, Padare na Mambo Sose. When you see us coming early in the morning for you like this, I'm saying early in the morning because here in the USA, it's 6:16 a.m. And mugaona chief vamukira maziya kuti pane nyaya panapa. You know what happened. Young man, one of our greatest artists, Winky D, released a song this week called Eureka. And Zanu PF has been running skelter, Anzi, Varukurwadziwa, hashtag Musadaro. That was Winky D telling Zanu PF people, and they didn't like it. Vamwacho Anzi, Vakatorara Mumagumbeze ne Butsu, just because of a song. And we want to talk about that. But what I just want to thank Zimbabweans is what you have done, standing with what is right, standing with Winky D. And we are also here as Change Radio to stand with Winky D. Barbara, Anzi, Varukukwata.
Yes. Kunjani Chief Soshe nduna yakho Soshe lingabe livuka njani lachona njani mthwakazi omuhle yebo sesiphendukele njalo Change Radio for you umsakazo wenu umsakazo wenguquko yebo namhla sibuye lokuyindatshana okuchisayo kuncane indaba phela eka singa uWinky D. I think sonke siyamazi ukuthi uWinky D ukhiphe izidlalade lakhe elitsha elithwa Eureka seliyeqise izanu yazi abantu vari kujebha vari kusheka chief abantu bayasheka ngengoma kaWinky D kodwa lapha sibuya ukuthi sizobonisana phela lana ukuthi uWinky D ngumhlabeleli chief uWinky D ulelungelo lokuhlabela izinto azibona zisenzakala elizweni lakhe akula muntu olemvumo yokutshela umhlabeleli ukuthi ahlabeleni lingabe linjani emagumbini amane wonke omhlaba ngapha lapha engikhona kuyabanda kuyaqanda mara kuyaqanda chief kuri kutonhora kunoku tiri kunzwa vari kuafrica vari kuchema nezuva kunoku tiri kuchema nechando zvinova zvinotiratidza ukuru hwaMwari. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chief.
Yes, yes. We just want to talk about this. Dauti tuone sane zviri kuitika muZimbabwe, that we have people that speak up, people that talk, and we are having those people being bashed. As we are speaking right now, Honorable Job Scala is incarcerated, and he's being incarcerated for just speaking out. We also heard earlier on Hopo Chingono and other people being arrested for speaking out. And yet we have people that masquerade as Democrats that go around the world saying that there is democracy in Zimbabwe, yet you can't even speak out. We have Winky D. He is just speaking. He is just singing from the heart what he is feeling, and obviously what he is seeing in the streets, what he is seeing in Zimbabwe, and you get arrested for that. You see, if you have a government that does not want to be criticized, that does not tolerate criticism at any time, because I do not see anything wrong in just telling the people, the authorities, or the so-called government that things are not okay in the country. And you just tell people, Musadaro, Musadaro. That's all he is saying. He has not said anything. He has not used any abusive language. He has just stated the facts as they are. Kuti, those of course, he is a social commentator. Musicians are social commentators, and he's just commenting on what is happening in the country. Winky D is in Zimbabwe. He is in the streets every day. He sees the suffering. He sees the bad roads that are there, that are, he uses to drive on every day when he's going to work, when he's going to his shows. He also gets in the lines to take money from the bank. He also gets money in the line to put fuel when there are fuel shortages. And he's also affected by the electrical or the electricity blackouts. He is just like any other person, and he sees that every day. And as a musician, he expresses himself. He chooses to express himself through song and dance. And now we have every Zanu PF person coming after him. Barbara, I always remind people that Hanzi Nasavi, the late, I will never forget that statement. Hanzi ukaona ukaita chinu, ukaona Zanu PF ichichema ichijamba, hanzi ramba wakadzvanya ipapo, ziva kuti wabata panorwadza. But ukaita chinu, ukaona Zanu PF yakangonyarara, ichitosekera ubva waziva kuti you need to try again. But right now, Zanu PF yabatwa, pasingabatwe, and vari kuchema, vari kuridza mhere, kuchemedzwa nesong. I continue to repeat what the hashtag that Padare has been going it. And hashtag vari kukwata. Barbara, your thoughts in Zimbabwe, an artist sing a song and they get under fire. You see Mangwana, you see this idiot Tatafazwa Mugwadi, you see every Zanu PF person who is in communications running around. What it means, see what you are not seeing. What is behind the scenes is, the command has been given from the top. Why are you quiet? Go after this guy. And we saw Zanu PF going after Winky D. And we also saw Zanu PF paying youth to one youth, that young youth from Chitungwiza, who flight his pictures in a moment. Barbara, I want you to comment on that. We know that guy was paid $550 so that he can do the that press conference, if you may call it a presser, where he was just threatening Winky D.
Yes, it's very unfortunate, Chief. I saw the presser, and when I saw the youth doing a presser bashing Winky D for seeing what exactly is happening in the country, and I said, Mwarichi Matsire, because these are the leaders of today, not tomorrow, Chief. And this clearly shows us that the youth in ZANU-PF are clueless. They can never, they don't even think of maybe taking over from these old men, Madalas from ZANU-PF. They don't want to own the future because they are the future. I didn't see anything wrong in Winky D's songs. I listened to the whole album. I said to myself, Chief, this is it. This is where we are. And this is what every one of us needs to do. Winky has played his part. He's seen that things are not well in Zimbabwe, things are not moving. He's seen there are no jobs. Even in his video, Zimbabwe Mabo, he's singing about Zimbabwe Mabo, which is Zimbabwe. He's got the right to sing about this country, to say, is this the land that we cry for, that we fight, we fight, we die for? This is not what we are crying for. A land where people are hungry, hungry. We used to be a bread basket. Now we are basket case. Is it wrong to say that? He sings about, did you see that man who was giving his daughter to an old man for a bucket of maize? This is the situation in Zimbabwe. Today, I made a comment on this girl, 14-year-old girl, Wekumarangi Delight, who was impregnated in church. 14-year-old. She died whilst giving birth. We don't want things like that to happen, Chief. And they can and then they say that it's wrong. We need simply telling the world or reminding us that whatever is being done, it's not right. You didn't see in politics. It's up to us now to decide what we want to do. Now that Winky has given us information. Yes, uWinky D kalacala chief angiboni icala likaWinky D silapha njenge-Change Radio ukuthi sizosapota thina i-radio station chief, an online radio station. Just think of ukuthi dakwankusina internet. This was not even going to go viral. It went viral because of thanks to internet. Dayanga ZBC, even Chirwaka they can ban it with ZBC, but they cannot ban it on internet. Everyone can see it. It's viral on YouTube. It's viral wherever. It's then asisadzimisa akusachicheka osokwenziwe ngoWinky okusalayo ukuthi thina simloyele uWinky ngoba uWinky ulwela amalungelo abantwana beZimbabwe abadubekayo. So ngalacala thina sithi uWinky kaye phambili nemusic yakhe. Singabona anything bad ezayenzakala kuWinky, we must all stand up as Zimbabweans and fight for Winky D.
Yes, Barbara, as they say, I'll say your favorite statement here, that you can't stop a revolution whose time has come. That is what ZANU-PF is trying to do. They're trying to put back the hands of time, but you can't do that. And I want to just go to our comment section and read what the people are saying, and we want you to comment and tell us what you think about what ZANU-PF is doing to Winky D. And then after that, we'll play a short song here by Winky D, one of the songs that is making the headlines. And then we'll talk about, why other musicians are quiet. And we also want to talk about why the so-called Minister of Culture, to which music and arts fall under, Kirst Coventry. What a big disappointment. What a big disappointment. She is quiet. She's not saying anything. But anyway, we'll come back to that. Let me go to the comment section here. Successor is saying too hot to handle. Yes, Winky D is too hot to handle. They think vari kumutsimbirira nezvavari kuita, but havasitoziva kuti vari kuchikika vachitochivambutsa. Right now, Winky D is trending. He is number one everywhere. Phoenix, even if they ban him, he can continue singing from South Africa, USA, even in more democratic Zambia, etc. Any better run state, and we will get his music as faster as Wi-Fi in this internet world. That's very true. Baba Courage Ndoro hanzi nguva nyare nyika ngava nyare nyika mbare chimurenga yakabhaniwa nani Wilson achipangura vote wisely. Yes, endai munovhota, tunovhota zvakanaka, tizive pekuisa X payellow ipapo. Fungai tsomba haisi kids game. I don't know kuti ari kureva kuti chi. Ernest Gwinji achaziva zvekuimba mangwana. Mr. Confidence Music registered to vote. Kuvhunuka chati kwatara hunge uine katurikwa. Kutonga kwaro by Japreza never went viral, and they are very angry. This one has gone viral, and Zanu PF, it's a gift that keep on giving. They are very idiotic, like their father in mind, because they think they are stopping Winky D, but the noise that they've made around it has actually awakened people to what Winky D is singing about. And now everyone wants to hear that song, those songs, what Winky D is talking about. So they're actually promoting Winky D. In the art industry, they actually say bad publicity is publicity. Any publicity is still publicity. Saka vari kufunga kuti vari kukika Winky D, but vari kutomuvambutsa. Zvaurita datya zviya zve kuti unongokika uchifunga kuti apo watorivambutsa pananga risingagone iro kuita sei kuvambuka. That's exactly what they are doing. They cannot stop a revolution whose time has come. But we said we want to talk about, Barbara, I want you to tell me why you think other musicians are quiet. I tried to call Thomas Mapfumo last night, but I think he had already slept. But when we come back, because this program is just the first. Over the weekend, we'll get the musicians, and I'm Thomas Mukanya, Tafire Nyika Mapfumo, to comment on what is happening. But we expect other musicians to be speaking out at this time, at this point, speaking out and standing out for Winky D. If they keep quiet when one of their own is being bashed, tomorrow it's you. Mangwana ndiwe iwewe Japreza ukaramba wakanyarara mumwe wako achidamburwa uko. Mangwana ndiwe. Saka we want to call upon the musicians in Zimbabwe and all over the world to speak up. And we are going to talk about this. And people that are here, please, let's share this video so that as many people, including musicians inside Zimbabwe and outside Zimbabwe, do see what is happening in Zimbabwe. And we want to see more musicians coming out and responding to what Zanu PF is doing. Because sekutaura kwandaita mangwana ndiwe unozongotaura ka comment. Remember what happened to Baba Harare. He was not talking anything political. He was just telling people to go and register to vote. And Zanu PF came out guns blazing. Which government, does not want people to go and register to vote? Of course, except Zanu PF. But now we are seeing Winky D being bashed for expressing his feelings. And surprisingly, Barbara, the so-called Minister of Education, I really thought that young lady was going to be different. Murungu anofana kugona basa kupfura isusu anatema. I had so much hope, not necessarily because Murungu, but because of what she has done. She's a sports person. Case to Coventry is a sports person, and she went through everything. She knows what it takes to be an artist, the training, the money that you put in, the sacrifices and everything, and here being in Olympiad, an Olympic medalist, we thought she would be coming out to support other artists, the same way that she was supported by the people that were there. But she's not doing that. Case to Coventry has been quiet, very quiet. If we can have a big banner there saying, Case to Coventry is mom, Case to Coventry is quiet while this is happening, while the people that she is supposed to be protecting are being attacked by the government. We are seeing DJ Profa, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining. Before I come to you, Barbara, Kest Coventry, and other musicians, why are they quiet? Barbara, I think you are on mute.
Can you hear me? And this, I don't have sound here. Can you hear me? I'm just trying to fix my Prof. You can go ahead. I'm fixing my sound here. DJ Prof can go ahead.
Hello, Chief. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
DJ Prof, are you speaking? I can't hear you.
Hello, Estella, can you hear me? Hello, Estella, can you hear me?
Later, Barbara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me? I was also asking whether you can hear me. I don't know what's happening. We have
Yeah.
lost our chief there. I don't know whether it's you who was talking, Prof, or you had finished talking.
Okay, so I wasn't talking. I think I was about to start talking, and then Chief was not hearing me. Can you hear me, Chief? Okay, so he was not hearing me. But anyway, thank you so much. I think for welcoming me. I just said I had a very interesting topic, and rather topics that are being discussed in the program today. And I said I just might maybe to leave a word. Zvinodakadza or zvinofadza zviri kuitwa. Actually, I mean the point of departure that I can say is that ZANU-PF is doing a very good marketing work for Winky D. If you check about the subscribers that went to Winky D's YouTube now from the time that ZANU-PF start being much interested in what Winky D is singing about. Everyone, like Chief has said earlier on before I came in, kuti munhu wese akuda kutoziva ndakuda kutoziva masongs acho ese manje kuti ari kuti chi. And I'm not going only to listen just to listen for the sake of sound and words that are coming on and the lyrics that are coming from there, but to go deeper and listen to the song and understand what is exactly saying. For those who are very good in word or music analysis, they will come up with different analysis, but the pot of the message which is being driven home is that muimbi ari kuimba a life experience, ari kuimba the day to day living conditions in Zimbabwe. Kana munhu akataura kuti hakuna magetsi, haana munhu waadhisa, he has never dissed the government, haana munhu aati ndiye ari kuendesa magetsi, ari kutaura kuti muzimbabwe hamuna magetsi, of which is a reality, hakuna magetsi. Kana akataura kuti mageto yuti tiri kugara pamabridge tichirova musombodia, it's not kuti ati government iri kumwisa vanhu musombodia. The reality of the matter is that even now kungobuda kuenda paGlenview, kubuda kuenda pabudiriro, kubuda kuenda paHayfield, you find those people that he's singing about. And the good thing aiwaka Winky D is a ghetto gaffer, ndio pafiyo andoziva zviri kuitika mugovernment. So you find people who are actually sleeping and sitting in their air conditioned houses, who doesn't know the reality of the ghetto. Ndo vari kutouya vachitopikisa kuita nharo. You wonder kuti which ghetto are they talking about, because what we know kuti kana vachitodarika mumaghetto vanenge vari mamotikari vakaprotectwa, motikari dzakamiswa chero pasina robot, ivo vadarike. Then they want to go against the people vari ghetto. And the other thing that I'm happy with is that it has raised the temperature in terms of young people and youth in ghetto wanting to, seeing the picture of what exactly the reality that other people have been talking, speaking about to them, and they did not see it, and now comes in a form of a song. I think rally, marallies mamanga sinyaso kupinda mavari chacho, because they are just saying it's politics. Now it's coming in a song like version, and they are very, now agitated. I was speaking to one of my friend ari kwachikwana uko kuchitungwiza, hanza kumana song yaWinky D vakutonyora matombo kuti ibotso kwese kwavari, because now they understand what it means. What Winky D is singing about is exactly what they are living, and what is they are experiencing each and every day. So that's what I can say. But lastly, but not least, is on the issue of the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture. You see, if you sometimes if we elect or we appoint people based on ability, not capability, it's always a problem. Why I'm saying this? Because as the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, where musicians fall under, Coventry, I'm sorry, I'm not going to call her honorable, because there's nothing honorable about her. Coventry was supposed to say or to air a word to the public with regards to the attack of her office, or with regards to the attack of one of the people that fall under her office, because that is music, unless otherwise that the government is trying to write songs for musicians so that they can sing along the lines that they want. But as far as freedom of expression, freedom of citizens is there. Musicians must be allowed to sing what they sing. Kana John Chibadura akafa achimba kuti rudo ibofu, no one should go and tell her that rudo runoona, ngaatiratidze kuti runoona papi, nguvai, and zvaita sei. Don't go and criticize zvaimbwa nemumwe, because you are not even the people who are criticizing.
I can't hear Prof now.
Listening to people.
DJ Prof. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, DJ Prof. Just as well, we had started losing news. At least Mapedza. What
Okay.
I just wanted to say is about what Chief asked me, Kuti, what do you think name this the what to Winky? Maybe start with I just want to go back to our liberation struggle. our liberation struggle when we were fighting against the white colonial rule, our brothers and sisters who were in the bush are fighting. And then we had some musicians that were entertaining the fighters, the likes of Wanaching Singaira, Wangwa Kusango, were also fighting side by side with our brothers, but they were on the music, on the entertainment side. And we also had some musicians who later joined the struggle and start singing about the struggle. The likes of Wana Thomas Mapumo is one. What people were going through, the hardships that the people were going through. And we also saw Thomas Mapumo even after independence, when he realized that ZANU-PF is no longer doing what it was supposed to do. It was now it is diverted from the will of the people. Amanda. So he started singing, bashing ZANU-PF. So this is the kind of the musicians that we want. Vanoti kana vakaona zvinhu zvaminama, they don't keep quiet. Havasapoti bato but vanosapota vanhu, vanotaura zvinhu zviri kuitika kuvanhu. That's the reason why you even see Gwadi saying very, very dangerous statements to say they are holding job scholar for speaking for the people. They are holding job scholar for representing more blessing. They are holding job scholar because he did not commit a crime. They are holding him so that they will silence the voices of the dissent. So this is very wrong. They've now told us that Job is in jail because not because he has committed a crime, but they want to fix a job. They want to fix the, 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 the citizens. So they will never win against the people. The people shall rise. The people shall fight for their rights. We'll continue speaking about the ills. Please go and subscribe to Winky D's pages. Subscribe by like his videos. I was just looking at his videos. You know, I was so impressed. The new songs are like the one also. It's got 300, 409 views already. And the Zimbabwe 2 days, within 2 days, it's 346,000 views. So Dr. Ishike could 20 million within a week. Please go to YouTube, like the videos. All of them, we want them to reach more than 1 million. We want to show them that the social media is powerful than ZANU-PF. They've banned Winky D ku ZBC, but they cannot ban Winky D ku YouTube or ku Facebook. So we have a government that is trying to silence us, and yet the same government was there because we helped them fight the white colonial rule. So what is happening in Zimbabwe is just as the same as what was happening in Rhodesia. So it's like Rhodesia is still here, but the only difference is our colonizers are black people. Our colonizers are our fathers and our mothers, whom we taught, whom we gave mandate in 1980 to do what they're supposed to do. But now, because they are not doing it, we start talking bad things that the bad things that they are doing, and vakurwadziwa. So zihlobo zami ezithandekayo ngasikhuluma ngoWinky D ukuthi kalacala nxa kade ungakalaleli ingoma zikaWinky D, hamba ku-YouTube, hamba uye-subscriber, hamba uyo-like uWinky D sifuna afike kuma-20 million ukuthi sitshengise lokuthi 20 million people are not happy about what the government is doing to Winky. We shall fight. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go and defend Winky D. Winky D is one of our own. They cannot rakasha Winky D. Because he's done nothing wrong. Winky D is not sing about CCC. He didn't sing about any opposition. He didn't sing about MDC. Why are they panicking? Why are they panicking? These are the last kicks of a dying horse. These are the last kicks of a dying horse. So we want the musicians that are quiet tiri kukuonai mese makanyarara Winky D achishungurudzwa tiri kukuonai. We are going to decampaign you seriously. We are going to decampaign you seriously, and we are not going anywhere. We are going to bash you also because Winky D is singing for the people. So we want progress. We want people that know, especially my youth. The hope always speak of unfocused youth. So Isusu Chukuda, my youth are focused. Leader Estella, can you play Immortal so that people that didn't hear my songs and Winky, they would come to appreciate that Winky was singing just zvinhu zviri kuitika. Hanzi vanodya zvewapfupi nekureba. Corruption. This is exactly what is happening. They are eating our shares because we cannot get there. If we get there, we are short. Yesterday I was looking at a video where the people that were mining lithium in Sandawana, wese vakadzingwa vakasiya matombo avo vakanzi vasiye varida kumaisepi matombo iyaya. They were all saved. You know, it's so sad. It's so sad. Those artisanal miners, they were chased by police. They were beaten, and they left their lithium in Sandawana. Where is it? Vada kuisepi lithium yacherwa nevana vaZimbabwe vachitambura kudaro. People should rise. People should register to vote. People should know where to vote. Thank you.
You know, the mentor. Aiwa.
Oyo.
Vanotora sevafupi nekureba.
Sekutamba sekuseka.
Ibazo. Holiday.
Vanonyepedzera, vanozeza zera, vanospenda, vanotenga.
Ibazo, ini ndiri muimbi chete, handina pfuma ndina bakatwa, musandikande pasi kunge hakata. Ibazo, aiwa ndiri muimbi chete, no pfuma no bakatwa, saka nimusandikakata. Ndoda pekugara ndinoda rufu, ndoda chekudya mumba mune hupfu, pageto tiri kuchema unge rufu, vamwe vari kukwata vari kuchemera muvhu, vauya netsvimba nzinda nanti ufu, vatengesa vopiwa mafufu, torwisana tega mahut nematutsi, aiwa uzombozvida futi zvimoko zvogaya kuti life iri mubeauty, vobhaiswa nemadhara nemakulebox mobhuti, yobva yangorowa ro sushi pobarwawo kamwe kayuti koshaya kuti life iri kunanga nekupi, koona magevha kotambidzwa puti, kopinda pageto koblinga neguchi, oliva tipire kuti
vanotora zevapfupi nekureba, sekutamba sekuseka.
Ibazo, holiday.
Vanonyepedzera, vanozeza zera, vanospenda, vanotenga.
Ibazo, ini ndiri muimbi chete, handina pfuma ndina bakatwa, musandikande pasi kunge hakata. Ibazo, aiwa ndiri muimbi chete, no pfuma no bakatwa, saka nimusandikakata.
Geto yuti zvotimakisa zvekuvati bosi chakadaro kosiposha vanayo magetsi parikuda mazhetsi nemaziunu, mwanasikana buda mumabhedhirumu, mwanasikana rinotambika botso iri tone down, usafirita foto iri unoyerekana wazotsvaka nemagevha anotemera musaka nema azvikonzere musikanzwa, vamwe vedu takakurira munamo tu, asi akazvikudza kuti you gotta go prove kuti angambomove. Even if you show me zvinhu zvacho zvemovie, I'll never go group, never. Pane zvakadhura pada pana vaisenza, pane vakanyura pada pana vairedza.
Vanotora sevapfupi nekureba, sekutamba sekuseka. Ibazo, holiday.
Vanonyepedzera, vanozeza zera, vanospenda, vanotenga.
Ibazo, ini ndiri muimbi chete, handina pfuma ndina bakatwa, musandikande pasi kunge hakata. Ibazo, aiwa ndiri muimbi chete, no pfuma no bakatwa, saka nimusandikakata.
aiwa hanzi ini ndiri muimbi chete handina pfumo handina bakatwa hanzi saka musanditwani. One thing that I like about musicians, they are visionary. When he sang this song, he knew, Winky D knew that he was going to face resistance. So he's saying, he's a messenger. He's just like an envelope. An envelope, when the Satamba is into Katima he's just an envelope. Winky D is the voice of the voiceless. He's just saying what is happening in Zimbabwe. So there's nothing wrong about, honestly, what Winky D did. Except that issues from Zimbabwe, we have to support Winky D. Kumele simsupport Winky D. Winky D, just like light machine gun, LMG Liana, iyayihlalela isikhathi sempi, emoyeni kubuhlungu, emoyeni bakithi kubuhlungu, emoyeni. Those were the songs that were rejuvenating the soldiers or the liberation Magamba, the heroes that were fighting during that time. So if there were no songs, they were not going to conquer. So Zanu PF knows exactly if we have such songs, it's going to ignite, or it's going to rejuvenate the people. The people are going to be in the mood of liberating their country. Now the struggle is now real. The struggle is now real. Kana struggle yakupindwa nevanhu vese vese pasina kuti uriwe kupi. Struggle is not for triple C. Struggle is for everyone. Struggle is for everyone, wherever you are, whether you are in the UK, in America, in Africa, whether you are in Botswana, you are in China. It's you and me. We have to see it. That tinosunungura nyika yeZimbabwe. Vafundisi, wherever you are, the church. Hatisati tanzwa voice renyu. Musicians tamanzwa musicians. Church hasati takunzwai. We need the voices from all temples. We need voices. We should speak ill. We should denounce what Zanu PF is doing. We should tell the people. We should tell the people to vote wisely. Even those that vote for Zanu PF, ngatiwavhure meso, garai pasi, itai madebate, vatengere doro, mumwe doro, muite madebate, musarwa navo, taurai navo zvakanaka, muvaonese kuti honai Zanu PF. Ndizvo zvatakaendera kuhondo izvozvo. Is this what we call independence? When Job Scala has been incarcerated without trial from June up to today, Job Scala is in Chikurubi maximum prison, where Mondi, murderer, and rapist are. He's not a murderer, he's not a rapist, he's not a criminal. Job Scala is just a politician. Job Scala is an honorable MP of Zimbabwe. So we cannot have a country that can do whatever they think they can do. It's time to rise up. Zimbabwe, it's time to rise up. Winky D, so let's support him. Let's support Winky D with all our hearts and with all our strength. Winky D, hana chaita. Chero vakaibhana paZBC, ngatiplay mudzimota kapese kwatiri kufamba. Chero paroadblock chaiyo, uchiona kuti ukaona kuti kune roadblock, uchiisa yorwara, Winky D, mapurisa ateerere, azwe kuti this is the life that Zimbabweans are living. And it's not right for Zanu PF to just plug everyone's voice because they think that even they are supreme. No, they are not supreme. There shall come the time. No one can stop the idea whose time has come. And the time is now. The idea, the time is now. The time is now. We have to do something. We have to do something. We have to support Winky. We have to go to Facebook, to Twitter. Let's support him. Let him pay my life. Let him pay this thing. You're not on a good trend, guys. You're not on a good trend. Because Winky is not a criminal. So we need the ban these songs. We know kuti vana mapfumo vakamboita masongs akabhanwa, but later remains. We are still there. So I think we are going to leave you, ladies and gentlemen, with Mapfumo song, Mambembe, yaakaimba handiti Mapfumo akabhashwa nezuro naGeorge Charamba to say, ona Mapfumo arombe. Mapfumo haazirombe, Mapfumo ari kuAmerica, haazirombe. Recently tanga tiri kushow yake kuLeicester uko, tichifara namukanya achiridza kuLeicester uko, maZimbabweans achifara. So ndinoda kuti muone Mapfumo achiridza kuLeicester kuti muone kuti Mapfumo haana kuparara guys. His age that is catching up with you. Akura. Uchese ndokwatiri kuenda ikoko haana kuparara, but he is aging with grace. He is aging gracefully because he is resonating with the poor and very cheap. Mapfumo haana kuparara. Mapfumo aripo. So isusu we are going to stay with those musicians that stand with by the people, with the people. As an Atari Aircom, Zanu is desperate. Yes, it is desperate.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you,
over
thank
to
you,
you.
Barbara. Oh. Yeah, I think yeah, I can't hear you. StreamYard is doing its own thing again, but yeah, as we conclude, I just want to concur with what Barbara was saying, that we need to support each other. We need to stand with each other the same way that we have supported Honorable Job Scholar and the Nyatsime 18. I know a lot of people will be saying Job Scholar regererwa, Job Scholar regererwa. We're actually going to do a program on that. Apana munaregererwa. The party is doing its best, and citizens are doing their best to support our leader. Let's not end up blaming each other when it is the regime that needs to be blamed. And I just want to salute the people of Zimbabwe. You guys have stood with the GAFA, you have stood with Winky D, and that's exactly what we want. We want that trend to continue. Let's not allow ourselves to be used by the regime. Zanu PF is trying to talk about Thomas Mapfumo. They terrorize someone out of the country, and then they start making lies about him that is suffering. Mapfumo is here. I speak to Thomas Mapfumo, every now and again. We talk. He is not suffering at all. If he is suffering because of the persecution by Zanu PF. So it's not true that Thomas Mapfumo is on hard times, as Mangwana would want Zimbabweans to believe. They want to make Zimbabwean musicians think that they rely on Zanu PF. They do not rely on Zanu PF. You do not have to support Zanu PF, not to support Zanu PF. You do not have to support the bad things that Zanu PF is doing for you to be able to survive musically in Zimbabwe. The people that are supporting these musicians are the citizens, are Zimbabweans. We are the ones who have made Winky D the way he is. We are also the ones that have made Ja Preza the way he is. We have the power. It's called people power. Let's never forget the power that we have as people. The government doesn't have power. If we decide today that we are boycotting Ja Preza's music, we can do that. We are the Zimbabweans. We are the people that buy the music. We are the consumers. So we, the people, we, the citizens, have decided to stand with Winky D, and will do that to the hilt. Let's continue to go on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere in support of the GAFA. Let's not be quietened by Zanu PF. Let's not be shut up by Zanu PF. You saw they just recently passed the patriotic bill. It's not for you. They're not doing it, to please you, the citizens of Zimbabwe. They're doing it to quieten us, to stop us from talking. And we always just have to resist whatever Zanu PF is doing. So I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. and I think this afternoon in other places, let's continue to support one another. Winky D is a citizen, and we will support him for the good work, the commentary work, the cultural work that he is doing. He is not a criminal, like Barbara was saying. And we condemn everything that Zanu PF is doing. And we also condemn those young youth that are being used by Zanu PF to bash other youth. I don't know, Barbara, if you're still here. I think you have said your last words. We can play you out with the song by Thomas Mukanya Mafumo. In the next program, we're going to be talking to these musicians so that we hear what they think of what is happening to their fellow musicians. And we continue to call upon all the other musicians to stand with one of their own. Thank you. God bless you.